Yo, what is up, guys? This is your boy X-Man 1991 coming to you back again with another video. Signing on. March has arrived and 92.7 is always a vibe. We've got my official top 20 TV shows from the year 2001 list. 2001, as you all know, is one of the most underrated years, or the most underrated year of the 2000s decade. We had a bunch of great TV shows that came out that year, a bunch of great albums that came out that year, a bunch of video games, good video games that came out that year. Man, I definitely missed the year 2001. It's been 25 years since 2001 existed. There was a lot of great things about 2001 and a lot of terrible things about that year. So anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. And remember, this is my list of the shows that came out in 2001. So I don't want to see no bitching and complaining in the comments about I ranked this show too high or too low. And the honorable mentions will be put in my community post later. So let's get right into it. Number 20, Gary and Mike. Gary and Mike is a claymation show where you have two best friends, Gary Newton and Mike Bonner, traveling across the United States on a road trip. You have Gary Newton, the fairly normal, good-hearted loser who's a virgin, and Mike, who is the laid-back best friend from hell with a sex addiction. Gary and Mike was going to be originally going to be pitched to Fox, but they decided to put it on UPN. Despite that UPN did a phenomenal job promoting the show with a lot of promos, UPN did the show dirty. I put it at number 20 because it only lasted for 13 episodes between January 12th and April 13, 2001. According to co-creator Adam Small, he said Gary and Mike was going to come back for a second season with 10 more episodes, but UPN, being the least viewed broadcast network that it was, didn't have enough money to renew Gary and Mike for a second season. I mean, at the last episode, it did say to be continued, but it said that Gary and Mike actually survived that jump that they did in the last scene of the last episode. To me, I feel like Adult Swim or Comedy Central should have picked the show up. Reruns, however, did air on Comedy Central from 2002 to 2004. Yeah, this show ended on a major cliffhanger. And the show did receive positive reviews, but UPN still didn't have enough money to renew it for a second season, even though it was supposed to come back for a second season anyway. So if you want to see Gary and Mike, just type in Gary and Mike and you will see they have all the episodes on YouTube, whether it aired on UPN or Comedy Central. Number 19, Undergrads. This show is pretty much about the college life of four undergraduate students. College students, Nitz, Rocco, Cal, and Gimpy. And they're all voiced by creator Pete Williams. So basically, Pete Williams was talking to himself, voicing these four main characters. Wow. The show aired here in the United States on MTV and on Teletoon in Canada. It ran for 13 episodes as well from Earth Day, April 22nd to August 12th, 2001. Just like Gary and Mike, Undergrads also aired reruns on Comedy Central. The show was planned to be revived in 2004, but that plan was canceled. The show is planning to come out with a movie soon, which will be served as a series finale titled Undergrads the Movie. I don't know when this movie coming out, but I'll keep y'all updated. Comedy Central also should have picked Undergrads up after MTV canceled it. Or even Adult Swim could have picked Undergrads up. But it's all right. Let me see. Is Undergrad streaming? Let me see. I'm pretty sure Undergrads is streaming. Matter of fact, they got all the episodes on YouTube if you want to see Undergrads. Just type in Undergrads and they have the whole series on YouTube. No word on when is the movie coming out, but like I said, I'll keep y'all updated on that. Number 18, Power Rangers Time Force. The 9th season of the Power Rangers series. Power Rangers Time Force is about a traveling police force from the future that pursues a criminal mastermind, Resnick, back to the year 2001. This show ran for 40 episodes between February 3rd and November 17, 2001 on Fox Kids. The show was succeeded by Power Rangers Wild Force a year later. The show is currently streaming on Tubi and on Pluto TV's Forever Kids channel. Power Rangers Time Force is definitely one of my favorite Power Rangers shows. Number 17, Actually Now, the series. Starring The Flesh, he's super strong and super naked. Thunder Girl, she flies like thunder. Stinky Diver, a former Navy commando with an attitude as bad as his odor. And Meltman, with the power to melt. We all know Actually Now was a spinoff to Kablam and is the first Kablam spinoff show to have its own full series. It aired on 4 seasons of Kablam, and then it had its own 1 season with a 12 package series. It actually premiered on October 14, 1995 as a sketch on All That, before it became a short on Kablam and before it had its own full series. A year after Kablam ended, Actually Now had its own full series between November 25th, 2001 and February 10th, 2002. Reruns of the show aired on Nicktoons from 2002 until 2010. The show was streaming on Paramount Plus, but I'm mad that Paramount Plus took it off this year. And they took off Kablam. And they also took off Doug and My Life as a Teenage Robot. But don't worry, they probably have the full series of Actually Now on YouTube. But I'm still mad that the show is no longer streaming on Paramount Plus. That's a damn shame. Number 16, Mary-Kate and Ashley in Action. This show is a series of books that spun off into the show. This show ran for only 1 season and 26 episodes on Disney's One Saturday Morning on ABC from October 20th, 2001 to June 26, 2002, or June 29th, 2002. It was apparently canceled after 1 season due to low ratings. Reruns of the show did air on Toon Disney from 2002 to 2004. This was one of the last shows starring the Olsen twins, Mary-Kate and Ashley. As a matter of fact, 2001 was definitely the Olsen twins' year, because they had Mary-Kate and Ashley in Action and the next show I'm about to mention. Number 15, So Little Time. Another show starring the Olsen twins, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. This was their third and final sitcom after Full House and Two of a Kind. The first half of the show aired on Fox Family from June 2nd to August 18, 2001. The second half aired on ABC Family between December 1st, 2001 and May 4, 2002. Just like Mary-Kate and Ashley in Action, this show also ran for one season and 26 episodes. So Little Time was definitely a great show. It was one of the Olsen twins' last shows starring them. Number 14, Smallville. Smallville was basically a superhero show. It chronicled the young life of a young Clark Kent in the fictional town of Smallville, Kansas, who eventually becomes Superman. Smallville ran for 10 seasons and 218 episodes. It ran on the WB from October 16, 2001 to May 11, 2006. It continued its run on the CW from September 28, 2006 to May 13, 2011. Wow, so this is the first show on my list from the year 2001 that ran for more than just 1 or 2 seasons. And it ran for a whole decade from 2001 to 2011. I'm impressed. So that's the first show on my list that ran for 10 seasons and over 200 episodes. Number 13, Disney's House of Mouse. This show was about Mickey Mouse and his friends running a cartoon dinner club mixed with new and classic Disney shorts, with many Disney characters as special guests. The first 2 seasons aired on ABC's Disney's One Saturday Morning from January 13th, 2001 to May 18, 2002. The third and final season aired on Toon Disney from September 2nd, 2002 to October 24, 2003. 3 seasons and 53 episodes. Reruns of the show aired on Disney Channel from 2002 to 2006. The show was last seen on Toon Disney along with The Weekenders on February 6, 2009, and has not been seen on TV since. Disney Plus, what the hell are you waiting on for the hell are you waiting for to put House of Mouse on your platform? Come on, Disney Plus, please add House of Mouse to your platform. Or they may have full episodes on YouTube. I'm not sure. I haven't seen House of Mouse in a long time. But this show seriously needs to be on Disney Plus, and it sucks that it's not on DVD. House of Mouse was still a great show. It definitely needs to be added to Disney Plus. Unbelievable. Number 12, Grim and Evil. This is where it all began. Before the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne were spun off into their own series, Grim and Evil was a show where you had 2 segments of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and 1 segment of Evil Con Carne, or 2 segments of Evil Con Carne and 1 segment of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That's why they called it Grim and Evil. The show premiered on Grey DeLisle's 27th birthday on Friday, August 24th, 2001, part of Cartoon Fridays. and it ran until October 18, 2002. And then a year later, the two shows, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne, was split each other into their own series. And not to mention, the show premiered the day before Aaliyah and 8 others died in that plane crash. Yep. I'm sure this is one of the best birthday presents for Grey DeLisle, this show premiering on her birthday. Yeah, she was 27 when the show premiered on her birthday. This year, she'll be 53. Anyway. Number 11, The Proud Family. This show focuses on a 14-year-old girl named Penny Proud and her African-American family as they navigate daily challenges, friendships, and family dynamics. The Proud Family ran for 3 seasons, 2 seasons and 52 episodes from September 15th, 2001 to August 19, 2005. The show also came out with a movie, The Proud Family movie, which served as the series finale. The show was revived in 2022 called The Proud Family Louder and Prouder on Disney+. The Proud Family aired reruns on Disney's One Saturday Morning from August 31st, 2002. It continued airing on ABC, part of ABC Kids, until September 2nd, 2006. Reruns continued to air on Disney Channel from 2005 to 2010. It returned to Disney Channel on October 1st, 2015, part of the Disney Replay block. Reruns of the show have also aired on Toon Disney until February 6, 2009. Reruns also aired on BET in 2008 and Centric in 2010. And yes, the show is streaming on Disney+. I believe The Proud Family was the first Disney Channel animated series to feature a black cast and black characters. Thank you, Bruce W. Smith, for this amazing show. I can't wait to celebrate its 25th anniversary this September. All right, let's get to my top 10 TV shows from the year 2001. Number 10, Invader Zim. This follows an alien named Zim from planet Urk, who is sent to conquer Earth but is constantly thralled by his own nemesis, Dip. The show premiered along with The Fairly Odd Parents on my cousin's 3rd birthday, March 30th, 2001, part of Friday Night Nicktoons. The first season aired from March 30th, 2001 to December 10th, 2002. The second season aired on Nicktoons from June 10th to August 19, 2006. Airing 2 seasons and 26 episodes. The show is streaming on Paramount+. And I'm hearing rumors saying that they're planning to revive Invader Zim. I hope that rumor is true. And I hope they do bring the show back, because this show ended way too damn early. Nickelodeon definitely did this show dirty. Here's a little fun fact. In the pilot episode, Zim was originally voiced by Billy West. But then, due to him being busy working on Futurama, he was replaced by Richard Horvitz, who does the voice of Daggett from the Angry Beavers, and Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Number 9, Time Squad. This show is about Buck Tud Russell, Otto Osworth, and Larry 3000 as they travel back in time to know the history about people like Eli Whitney, Beethoven, George Washington Carver, George Washington, etc. The show premiered on Friday, June 8, 2001, 9 days before my 10th birthday / Father's Day, part of Cartoon Fridays on Cartoon Network. And it ran until November 26, 2003. 2 seasons and 26 episodes. Reruns continue to air on Cartoon Network until September 3rd, 2005, and the show has not been seen on TV since. Time Squad, hella underrated. It was definitely ahead of its time, and if it wasn't for this show, I wouldn't know the history about people like George Washington Carver and Eli Whitney. If it wasn't for the show. This show was funny and educated at the same time. And the show had an amazing cast. Rob Paulsen, Pamela Adlon, and Mark Hamill as Larry, Tud Russell, and Otto. And the theme song did not have to go hard the way it did. Time Squad ended way too damn early. Number 8, Taina. This follows Christina Vidal, who plays Taina Morales, a Latin teenage girl who's inspired to be a singer and an actress. The show ran for 2 seasons and 26 episodes from January 14, 2001 to May 11, 2002 on Nickelodeon. To me, Nickelodeon did this show dirty. Just like Beanie Gene 94 and I've been saying, we feel like the BET, UPN, or the WB should have picked the show up after Nickelodeon canceled it. This was another Nickelodeon sitcom that featured a black cast. Nickelodeon did this show dirty. Taina ended way too early. Number 7, Lizzie McGuire. Lizzie McGuire follows Hilary Duff, who plays the title of character, who learns to navigate the personal and social issues of her teenage years. And then she had the cartoon Lizzie, who explains her thoughts from her mind. This show ran for 2 seasons and 65 episodes between January 12th, it premiered on Friday, January 12, 2001, the same day Gary and Mike premiered on UPN, and lasted until Valentine's Day 2004. The show came out with a movie during its run in 2003, the Lizzie McGuire movie. Lizzie McGuire also aired reruns on Disney's One Saturday Morning on ABC. And it also aired reruns on ABC when it was rebranded as ABC Kids. Lizzie McGuire is currently streaming on Disney+. Lizzie McGuire was one of my favorite Disney Channel shows growing up in the early 2000s. It's definitely a top 3 Disney Channel show with Even Stevens and That's So Raven. The show was planned to be revived in 2019 on Disney+, but they pretty much shelved it. And now it hits different watching the show because we lost 3 cast members from the show. And one of those cast members is Robert Carradine. I'm still devastated about Robert Carradine's death, but at least he was still alive when Lizzie McGuire turned 25 2 months ago. At least he was still alive for the show's 25th anniversary. But it really hits different watching the show now that he's gone. That's just sad. Lizzie McGuire was still a great show, but it hits different watching it since Robert Carradine is gone. Number 6, Lloyd in Space. Yeah, it was tough for me to put Lloyd in Space out of the top 5. This show was about a 13-year-old alien named Lloyd Nebulon living a surreal life in outer space. After the success of Recess, creators Paul Germain and Joe Ansalvahir decided to create this show. The first 2 seasons aired on Disney's One Saturday Morning on ABC from February 3rd, 2001 to February 16, 2002. The last 2 seasons aired on Toon Disney from October 1st, 2002 to February 27, 2004. The show ran for 4 seasons and 39 episodes. The show ceased production in 2003 after Disney's One Saturday Morning was renamed ABC Kids, so Lloyd in Space was officially canceled in 2004. Reruns continued to air on Toon Disney until October 23, 2006, and the show has not been seen on television since. The entire series is on YouTube, but they have yet to add the show on Disney+. What the hell are you waiting for, Disney+? We want Lloyd in Space on your platform. And Fillmore, and The Weekenders, and House of Mouse, and Timo Supremo, and Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. But anyway, Lloyd in Space, underrated, definitely ahead of his time. It's right up there with Even Stevens, Fillmore, The Weekenders, and Phil of the Future as top 5 most underrated Disney shows. And the show definitely had an amazing cast. All right, let's get to my top 5. Number 5, My Wife and Kids. This was about Michael Kyle, played by the legendary Damon Wayans, as he's trying to raise his family in a traditional way, while his wife, Jay, played by Tisha Campbell, has her own path. The show ran for 5 seasons and 123 episodes on ABC, from March 28, 2001 to May 17, 2005. And the show pretty much ended on a cliffhanger. The show is streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu. This was Damon Wayans' second sitcom after his first sitcom, Damon, was canceled by Fox. My Wife and Kids is definitely one of the best black sitcoms of the 2000s. Number 4, The Fairly Odd Parents. The Fairly Odd Parents was about a 10-year-old boy named Timmy Turner. Timmy is an average kid that no one understands. And he has 2 fairy godparents named Cosmo and Wanda. And every time he says, I wish... Anytime he tells Cosmo and Wanda, I wish I was this or I wish I was that, Cosmo and Wanda used their magic wands to make Timmy's wishes come true. This was Butch Hartman's first Nicktoon for Nickelodeon, before Danny Phantom and before Tough Puppy. It premiered the same day Invader Zim did on Friday, March 30th, 2001, part of Friday Night Nicktoons. And it ran until July 26, 2017. 10 seasons and 172 episodes. The Fairly Odd Parents is the second longest running Nicktoon, right behind SpongeBob and right in front of Rugrats. The Fairly Odd Parents was good during its first run from '01 to '06, but when it came back from a hiatus, it kind of fell off, in my opinion. The first run of The Fairly Odd Parents was good. And of course, the show is streaming on Paramount Plus. Number 3, Samurai Jack. This was about a young warrior named Samurai Jack who's trying to destroy the evil Aku and go back to the past. The first 4 seasons and 52 episodes aired on Cartoon Network from August 10, 2001 to September 25, 2004. Years after the show was put on hiatus, it returned with a 5th and final season on Toonami's Adult Swim, on Adult Swim part of Toonami from March 11 to May 20, 2017. The show now has 5 seasons and 62 episodes. When Samurai Jack ended its first run, it ended on a cliffhanger, and we kept wondering, when were they going to have the show? When will the show have a proper conclusion? Well, guess what? Genndy Tartakovsky announced that the show is coming back with a 5th season, and I'm glad the show got a proper ending of Jack destroying Aku and going back to the past. And many people did not know that Samurai Jack's voice actor was black, Phil LaMarr. They thought his voice actor was a white guy with a really deep voice. Nah. His voice actor, Phil LaMarr, is black. Samurai Jack was a kick-ass show. One of the best action shows on Cartoon Network. It's also my number 3 Cartoon Network show from the 2000s. I'm actually glad the show got a proper ending. Why can all good shows have a proper ending? I don't understand that. Number 2, One-on-One. This show stars Flex Alexander as a sportscaster who becomes a full-time dad with his teenage daughter, Brianna. This show ran for 5 seasons and 113 episodes on UPN. From September 3rd, Labor Day 2001 to May 15, 2006. The show ended months before UPN and the WB was merged into the CW. The show was originally pitched to ABC